your girl Missniecytv, and I'm here with a review for Sistas Season 6, Episode 3. The episode starts off with Pam pulling up to the shop and she sees a firefighter, and the firefighter tells her that there's been a fire and that there's a body that has been discovered in the building. Pam says, "Can I go see how bad it is?" The firefighter says no because of the crime scene that's happening with the body inside. Pam starts to break down and cry once she realizes that it's Karen's car that's outside the building. Aaron pulls up to the salon and he asks Pam what happened. She tells him that there's been a fire and that there's been a body that has been discovered in there. The first thing he does is starts to blame Pam for everything, saying that she never took her job seriously, that she was supposed to turn the stuff off and Karen was worried about her, and that's why the fire was caused. And she's the reason for it. Says she turned everything off, and I honestly don't believe that it was the curling irons that started the fire. I think it was that lady Jennifer, the one who Aaron was in the argument with outside of the salon. I think she's truly jealous of Karen and Aaron, or he did something to her. That's why she went crazy and started the fire. And if you notice, she's also called him. Aaron starts flipping out on the firefighter, saying, "You guys are going to tell me something. You told me that there was a body in there. Can you tell me if it's a lady or a man and how bad the fire was? And where's the coroner?" The firefighter says he has 4 other calls right now, so it might take a while. Aaron starts flipping out and stuff. He says, "You guys are going to tell me something." Aaron starts flipping out on the firefighter, saying, "You guys are going to tell me something. You told me that there's a body in there. Can you at least tell me if it's a woman or a man? And where's the coroner at? Because you guys need to tell me something." The firefighter says he has 4 other calls right now, so it might take a while. My thing is, where's the news crew at? They would have been reported this. They would have said that there's a body that's been discovered. Somebody would be notified. Oh, Aaron says, "Don't call Karen's mother because we don't know if it's actually her yet." Because Pam was the one that said, "I'm going to call Karen's mother." At the law firm with Zach and Fatima, Zach comes to the law firm to see Fatima to tell her that everything that Heather said about him coming to see his son and how the tablet and the TV watches Michael more than she does. So Fatima convinces him to go over there early just to catch her in the act to see if she's doing anything suspicious instead of coming over there after she originally stated. Sabrina's house, she's doing some spring cleaning, dusting these pictures that have no dust on them. Bio knocks on the door and he comes in, and she gives Bio a big hug, like saying, "Thank you." He's like, "Thank you for what?" "Thank you for everything you've done." Then she says, "I think they're going to fire me." He's like, "Don't worry about it. I could help you double your money more than you already have." She's like, "How?" He's like, "Stocks and I've already done enough. You don't need to do any more." Then he offers to take her out to lunch, but he also tells her to leave her phone and her wallet. I understand you wanting to pay for the lunch, but leaving her phone is kind of suspicious, Bio, don't you think? I don't trust you that much. The deposition meeting, Fatima tells Andy, "I'll never be as good as you." Andy says, "You'll never be as good as me." Fatima looks at her for a second like, "Oop, shade." But then Andy says, "You'll be better than me." Then Fatima goes, "Can I talk to you for a second?" Andy says, "Yeah, of course. What you want to talk about?" Then she goes, "Me and Zach haven't set a date yet, and I've been kind of avoiding it because I don't know what I'm really walking into with these babies and stuff. And I'm just waiting for Karen to sign her papers." Andy goes, "Well, Karen doesn't even know who the baby daddy is herself, so you shouldn't really be worried about that." But my thing is, why, if you know this, why haven't you told Zach this? And Zach's out here thinking that that's really his baby when there's a possibility that Fatima and Andy are talking. Fatima sees Tamara walking down the hallway, and then Fatima goes, "What are you doing here?" Tamara goes, "I brought Hayden lunch." Then Tamara goes into Hayden's office and they have a conversation, and Hayden says, "You want to go to Miami with me?" She goes, "When?" He goes, "Now." She's like, "I have nothing. I'll have stuff for you when you get down there." She goes, "Oh, okay." At the airport, Jonah's baby mama / ex-wife walks up to Danny like, "You remember me?" Danny goes, "No." She goes, "Well, my ex is Jonah, and I just want to warn you that he's out of jail." Danny goes, "How would you know that?" The lady goes, "He called me." "He called you?" "Yeah, he called me, and he blamed... When he does things like this, he likes to blame it on the other women. But I know that he's crazy, and you should be careful." Danny goes, "He should be careful." The lady goes, "You truly don't understand. You should really be careful." Guys, why are you still in contact with John? The lady goes, "I'm only in contact with him for my son." Then he goes, "Yeah, okay." Hayden walk up, giving their tickets to Danny. Hayden goes, "That's first class, right?" Danny goes, "Yeah." Hayden goes, "Where's the first class area?" Danny goes, "You're looking at it." He goes, "This is first class. This can't be. I said the best for my lady, and this is not the best." Then he goes, "You better take it or leave it." Gary has a thing for singing telegrams, because if you remember in one of the episodes in season 5, he had people pose as police officers and pull over Karen and Andy, and the police hop out the car saying, "Gary's sorry, and he wants you back." Now this time, he has a singing telegram to ask Andy to dinner, and the lady sings, "Have you ever" by Brandy. She does a great job, and Andy falls for it. Go to dinner with Gary, but she originally told Gary that she was tired in the conversation that they had before the receptionist came to Andy and told her that somebody was here for her, and she was posing as a client. Maurice is at the hospital with Q. Don't ask me how he got up there, because this is not legal in real life. But he goes up there talking to Q and tells Q to count his days, because Maurice was there for Q through all his stuff, and how could Q do this to him, and how could he lie on Maurice and Sabrina like that, and he knows that he didn't rob the bank, and how could Q be so heartless, and I'm a snake, and I don't have a heart, and snakes bite, so you got what you got. And then Marie says, "Count your days, because I have $6,000 and I have somebody to take you out." I hope Maurice was recording that first part, because that was an omission. Fatima and Zach are in the car heading to Heather's house to go see baby Michael, and Fatima asks, "Zach, are you okay?" He goes, "No, I just found out that I have a kid, and I don't know if he's being treated well." She goes, "Yeah, I know." He goes, "You also know how my mother was. And if y'all don't know how his mother was and how she acts, you should go check out Fatima season 2, and it'll tell you exactly who she is. But let's just say Gladys is not a nice person, and she's done with some really messed up stuff to Zach. So he is trying to give Michael the best life that he can, and he's praying that Michael isn't being treated the way that he was when he was younger." And Fatima arrived to Heather's house, and there's this lady in the window outside her house, and she goes, "Who are you guys?" Fatima goes, "Nobody." She goes, "Well, he's been out here all day. He doesn't talk. I've called social services on her about 4 times. He's still wearing diapers, and he's always hungry." Zach goes, "I can't do this. If you have to do something, then they take a little." From what we see, if she's neglecting her house, we know that she's neglecting him. Heather comes out. She goes, "Where's my money?" Fatima says, "We'll get it to you when we can." Then she goes, Zach goes, "Did you know he was outside?" Then she yells at Michael and says, "Who told you to go outside?" But then she goes, "Michael doesn't listen. He doesn't. He's slow." Zach says, don't talk about him like that." And then Heather's man walks in, Jimmy. He goes, "Who are you?" Then he goes, "Dang, I know that lady called him on him again. Heather goes, no, that's Michael Daddy. Jimmy goes, where's the money at? Because I've been taking care of your kid and you haven't done nothing. Then Zach says, I'm about to lose it. Then Fatima grabs him and she takes him outside and then she tells him that we're going to talk to Andy about getting custody, but we have to do it the right way. Because if you go back in there and get him, she can say that you kidnapped him. Aaron calls Gary to be his voice of reason. He also tells Gary that the salon is burnt down and that nobody's giving him any. Then he knows that Gary is connected, so Gary calls the mayor. Back at the law firm, Zach and Fatima are there to see what they can do about getting custody of Michael. And as they're talking to Andy, Andy says, my colleague Pam is here. They go, Pam? She goes, yeah. They see Pam over there crying, so they walk over. Pam can barely get her words out, but she tells Andy that there's been a fire at the salon and Aaron's blaming her for everything and Karen's dead. Let me know how you guys feel about the episode. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your bell notification. Bye.